Hi everyone, my name's Jasmine and this is my student card and my number is 348 38648 and I'm with my partner Rachel and our topic inspired by future scans is communicating with pets. There's already great innovation things happening towards this space. However, our project explains how we're going to innovate this further to mutual resonance and apply it to human relationships. Our project is called Neuronest and it's inspired by the way animals connect emotionally without needing language. We believe all things on Earth have the ability to communicate with each other, including humans, and perhaps at some point in time, spoken language was used to dominate others, and our empathy for each other has suffered. In the wild, African dogs sneeze to vote, horses sync their heartbeats with their riders, and rabbits face away to show trust. These aren't just quirks, they're silent conversations. Neuronest borrows from these behaviours. It reintroduces ambient communication, signalling presence, readiness, and boundaries, especially for those who struggle with communication and conventional speech. We mapped Neuronest against other future scans like number 12 for pet communication, this one, 113 emotional tracking, and 114 learning via emotion. And it aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals number 3, 4, 10, and 17. And this will be discussed in the next slides. Modern pet laws often restrict animal behaviours that are natural. So, leash laws, indoor only living. Neuronest is designed to restore natural signals between species so dogs can indicate safe, curious, or anxious feelings to their humans and vice versa. That makes life better for pets, but also for humans who struggle to read these cues, including neurodivergent individuals. Neuronest builds on this by not interpreting but syncing, and it's biomimicry for emotional intelligence. It also provides an opportunity for domesticated animals to return to some of their more wild instincts, but have those boundaries that are set by their pack, loyalty, and their leader is the human. Inspired by the emerging research into quantum resonance between emotionally bonded individuals, such as the shared microtubule tuning and proton oscillation discussed by Eli et al. 2025. Neuronest imagines a future where wearables don't decode thought, but foster natural emotional tuning through rhythmic resonance. Imagine you're working hard at your place of employment and you'd rather not be disturbed, much like the rabbit with its back to company. How much more productive would it be if colleagues around you received your resonance through subatomic particles as a result of shared vibrates at quantum levels? Over years of practice using the device, which doesn't use quantum physics, we suggest that by the year 2035, neuroplasticity may have developed our brains to return to what some refer to as the original language, guided by empathy, similar to the horse and rider, which is a phenomenon that is reported on today. Neuronest isn't a therapy device, but it does help people feel safer, calmer, and more attuned. It could prevent shutdowns, meltdowns, and social anxiety. By helping people communicate their emotional state ambivalently, it offers a subtle form of emotional regulation, ideal for trauma informed care. It could have positive effects on reducing premature mortality from non communicable disease through prevention and treatment. Again, in their findings, Ali et al. Identified that the emotional link between individuals, which could be friends or human to pet relationships, had an impact on modulating their microtubule variations, making the case for telepathic ability between each other more likely.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'd like to begin by showing how Neuronest directly contributes to the SDG 4 quality education, specifically Target 4.5, which focuses on eliminating gender disparities and ensuring equal access for persons with disabilities. Neuronest functions as assistive technology for students who are nonverbal, autistic, or have sensory processing disorders. It helps these students engage emotionally with teachers and peers, even if they don't speak the written language. This creates pathways to inclusive learning environments where emotional understanding can support participation, socialization, and even academic development. There's also potential to integrate this in settings like social skills, classrooms, or second language support programs where emotional tone can enhance learning, especially for students who might feel excluded by traditional approaches. Now looking at SDG 10, reduced inequalities. NeuroNest helps tackle barriers to inclusion that are often invisible, especially those related to neurodiversity, language, or cultural difference. By offering a post-verbal, emotional-based communication tool, it enables people to connect across neurotypes, cultures, and languages. This has potential to include individuals who are regularly left out of social systems due to verbal communication challenges, whether it's a non speaking child, a migrant navigating a new language, or someone in a high stress environment. NeuroNest creates space for emotional understanding where words may fall short. This kind of inclusion isn't just about access, it's about dignity and agency and how people are able to express themselves and connect with others. Now looking at SDG 10, reduced inequalities. NeuroNest helps tackle barriers to inclusion that are often invisible, especially those related to neurodiversity, language, or NeuroNest also contributes to SDG 17 Partnerships for Goals, especially through its potential for cross-disciplinary and cross-cultural collaboration. It invites expertise from neuroscience, psychology, wearable tech, disability advocacy, and even Indigenous knowledge systems, all of which value emotion, initiative, understanding as essential to human connection. More than just a single invention, NeuroNest could evolve into a global open innovation platform encouraging researchers, designers, and communities to co create inclusive communication tools. This aligns with targets around tech transfers and sustainable development, especially when applied across education, accessibility, and emotional well-being. NeuroNest also contributes to SDG 17 Partnerships for Goals, especially through its potential for cross-disciplinary and cross-cultural. This slide here breaks down how NeuroNest performs when tested as a distributive innovation. Firstly, it serves as a population that's historically been underserved, people without access to traditional communication tools, whether due to cost, ability, or infrastructure. Secondly, the answer is yes. Many would value support from someone with expertise using this technology, especially in educational or caregiving contents. Importantly, NeuroNest doesn't require centralized or specialized environments. It can be used in homes, in schools, or embedded in other wearable tech. It can also reach lower end markets through simpler versions or service models, making it both scalable and accessible. And while it's not designed to disrupt the biggest firms in the communication tech, it's part of its strength. It doesn't compete on the same terms. It shifts the conversation entirely from efficiency to empathy. This slide here breaks down how NeuroNest performs when